3% are going to test positive for HLV at some point in its life. You take 30 plants. When you cut those plants and you guys are de-leafing, are you changing your gloves and sterilizing your scissors every plant? Probably not. And when I tell my growers, are you doing that? They're like, no, man, the labor cost is too high. I can't do that. I say, well, inherently then that 30 plants that you have that are mixed in there that you may not know is hot could essentially be contaminating the rest of the row. They go, no, I sterilize. I do this. Okay. Do you have any pests? Oh, I have some aphids. Oh, I have some mites. Oh, I have some thrips. Sap sucking pests will transmit the virus and diseases from plant to plant. So
yeah, like how would they not on things like tools and all of that fun stuff? So the notion too, I think that's an area that, I always see a version of this on the testing side, where there's two separate things that happen to a facility or an operation. There's the initial point of contamination, and then there is a separate yet related concern of recontamination points
or spreading.
The initial contamination point, obviously, very, very important to determine where that's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, then this problem will keep happening. Recontamination points, that's oftentimes how, excuse me, that's oftentimes how you'll end up figuring out that there is an issue. Because if there's, like, let's just say if at the bread factory, there's one moldy slice out of 10,000 loaves every day, they might not catch it. If half the loaves are moldy, they found out real quickly. Yeah. So that one, moldy slice, so to speak, in this metaphor, we've got that at these various facilities. And what ends up happening is that once that becomes an issue, in some cases literally mold ends up spreading, and because it becomes an issue, that's when I hear about it, because that one slice gets missed by everybody. Nobody tests one, like we test 0.35% of a flower batch. That's neat. That's feels good, but 99.6% of that batch never got seen by any laboratory. So you don't really know what's going on. It takes that problem happening a lot in order for that thing to get picked up. True. Does that make sense?
100%.
So in this sense, and it could get picked up randomly, but it's a one in who knows very, how very astronomical. It doesn't generally happen. I don't hear about it until there's a problem. That secondary contamination concern is what I end up running into, because by that point, there's enough of a problem that you didn't just pick it up. It's not just an anomaly. You're now seeing a pattern with a certain problem. Call the lab guy.